Hi guys, this is my second time at comedy. The first time I was did my comedy routine in a old people's home. Well, none of them laughed, but they still pissed themselves. As you can see, I've just come out the shower, okay? Which reminds me of the time when I got caught masturbating in the shower, but I'd rather not talk about that because it ruined the day trip to Auschwitz. But I'll tell you, I've been seeing this new lady at the moment, and within 2 minutes of meeting her, I got naked. But sadly for me, she screamed and then she ran out the park. I got arrested, and at the police station, I got my chair pushed into a corner, and the constable said, "Sergeant, take him away and book him." I shook hands and I said, "Sergeant, take him away. Sergeant, book him." I left the police station and I gave them the phone number to give to the lady, but I've heard nothing since anyway. But I went back to the park and I heard a homeless guy. And he was on a bench and he was singing, "I'm a winner, I'm a sinner, do you want my autograph? I'm a loser, what a joker, I'm playing my jokes upon you. Well, there's nothing better to do." I said, "Hey, that's Supertramp." He said, "Thank you very much. Have you got any money for a cuppa?" He said, "Hey, I'll tell you one thing, I haven't eaten in 4 days." I said, 4 days? Jesus Christ. I wish I had your willpower. Well, the girl who I got naked with in the park, she phoned me and she said if I go anywhere near her house, she's going to phone the police or she'll kill me. I said, "I don't know where you live." She replied, 150 High Street. Mine's the one with the cream curtains. I said, "Okay." She said, "Don't call before 12 o'clock because I'll be in bed asleep." So I went round there and I bought her a present. I bought her a Sheffield Wednesday bra. It has no cups and fuck all support. But I knocked on her door at 5 to 12 and ended up having the shock of my life and I was crying my eyes out. Well, this is what happens when you get tasered and pepper sprayed at the same time. Well, after the ordeal, I went to the takeaway and I said to the girl who was serving there, beautiful girl, I said, "I'd like a 69, please." And 2 minutes later, she came out and she gave me it. A lovely house special rice. Well, I came back home after being tasered and crying my eyes out and taught me house special rice. And I was thinking about my poor uncle. And my poor uncle, I'll tell you about him, he knew exactly when he was going to die. The judge told him. Well, when he was on the execution chamber, the prison governor said, when he was on the electric chair, "Any last requests?" He says, "Yes, would you hold my hand?" Well, it was the anniversary last week, and we all went over to America. We went to the execution chamber, and we put down a wreath by the socket. Well, who would have thought that my uncle, who died on the electric chair, and I nearly died and was given an electric chair by the spinal injuries unit. I mean, how ironic is that? Well, I'm going to end tonight by telling you my favourite joke of all time. Well, it's one of my favourite jokes of all time, okay? There's a Rottweiler and a German Shepherd at the vets. And the Rottweiler goes over and says to the German Shepherd, he says, "It's not good in here." And the German Shepherd says to the Rottweiler, "Why is that?" And the Rottweiler says, "Well, I've come to be put down." German Shepherd says, "Well, why is that? Why you come to be put down?" He says, "Well, I attacked the postman, you know. I bit him really badly and I can't help it. It's what I do. I'm that sort of dog. It's in me hormones to do things like that. I've come here to be put down. I've got 5 minutes left to live. I can't believe it." And he says to the German Shepherd, he says, "Well, what are you in for?" And he says, "Well, I was in bed in my basket and I was having a really horny dream. And I woke up and there was my owner's wife. And she had this short skirt on and she bent over. And of course, I just had this horny dream. I pounced on top of her and I gave her one. What for, I tell you. Doggy style, of course." And the Rottweiler turned round and he said, "Oh my God, have you come to be put down?" And he said, "No, I've come to have my nails clipped." Stay safe, guys.